Welcome to a brand new episode of the one and only Snobcast.
Oh!
It's better the second time around.
It is. Was that Nelly?
Oh!
Yes, it is. In case anyone's unfortunate enough to not know where that's from, that's Nelly from Hot and Her. Absolute banger.
2004?
2004.
Nelly from Hottenher, Germany.
Yeah. And
It's right next to Hottenheim.
Okay. And that was the one with the Band-Aid.
Yeah, those are the Band-Aid days.
Everybody walks around with a Band-Aid.
He's since recovered from his injury.
Great comedic timing. Hype is in the house.
Hype.
Yes.
Hype, how you doing?
I'm I'm all right, I guess. Yeah, let's go with all right.
Chef Tom is in the house. You doing all right?
I'm doing good.
Cool.
It's Friday.
And it is?
Did you hear a giggle?
I don't know, because usually we don't have many females on this podcast.
No. We try and keep the amount of tits in this podcast to 3 pairs.
Clearly, the
Yeah.
testosterone.
That's it.
Because
We never go to 4 pairs.
And also because we have girlfriends.
Yeah.
So we don't want conflict.
We got enough tits at home. But
And we have our own.
welcome to the circle of tits, Elena.
Ladies
I
and
thought
gentlemen.
I'd bring some estrogen up in here, you know.
It's perfect. It's
So
perfect.
the lady speaking on the microphone is none other than Elena Biello.
Thank you.
A friend,
Should I give
a
her
colleague.
an intro song? Should
Yeah,
we
go
intro
ahead.
her?
Yeah, great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's all we could afford.
You got a little
okay.
Hall & Oates montage there, montage music.
I love it.
What I
love
want.
You're a friend, a colleague, all around, I guess, a good person.
Thanks.
Steve seems to think so.
Well,
I didn't say anything, so.
Steve's technically my work husband, so he has no choice.
Wow, I don't know what that means. What does that entail?
Well, it
Is it
entails-
everything but sex?
It's literally everything but sex, and like any type of affection.
So the best parts, really.
Really, he's my bitch, and I yell at him. It's basically a marriage.
Do your bosses know this?
Maybe we shouldn't talk about it like that.
So basically, Steve comes to work and lives the week of the period every day of his life.
Exactly.
Wow.
I think he even has it written in his calendar when I'm on my period, so he knows that week I'm especially crazy.
If someone has that written on their calendar, you should really
I have a period calendar.
Yeah,
I need
that's
to know
fair.
when the egg is in a situation where it's not going to get annihilated by sperm.
I'm sorry, but you need that. You need that shit.
You need
Steve.
to know.
No, but
you need to know
if
when
I-
your
if-
window is.
If I had a calendar of that, it'd be a bit little.
Like we know somebody in
concerning.
our circle that would probably do that, but the thing is, it's definitely wrong.
yeah.
But is it though?
It's okay for you ladies to have a calendar. Like I wouldn't keep a calendar when my girlfriend was on her period.
But
Why?
see,
She would just tell me
No.
I'm on my period. I'd be like, okay.
No,
Yeah,
but you need
but-
to know that it's the time in between that's important.
well, I mean, unless you're having like really unsafe sex, then yes.
What is really
first
unsafe
of all,
sex?
all sex with me is unsafe.
Clearly,
All of it.
I'm expecting a child.
No.
Wait,
It's,
what?
It's,
Not with-
it's violent and illegal. It's all unsafe. Sometimes there's live wires.
Sometimes there's barbed wire.
Sometimes there's barbed wire.
Steve was there for that barbed wire one.
Sometimes I get the condoms mixed up with the pre-poked soprasata casings. So
It's really reassuring there.
Yeah.
Very reassuring.
Elena, we don't know why you're here, but
I know.
But
I know
thank
for
you.
why.
today's topic.
But thank you for being here. We kind of have a loose topic that we've been juggling around, and we're gonna, figure it
Yeah.
out. But you're somewhat of an actress,
A retired actress,
Oh,
I
you-
call myself.
so you wouldn't do it again.
Oh, no, I would.
But
In a
What are
heartbeat.
we
but-
talking about?
Not porn.
No, not porn.
No, but what are we talking about?
I'm a retired actress, I call myself.
Do you like the term actress, or are you more of actor?
I don't mind. I don't mind being identified with my female, thing. I don't know. Like
Gen-
actress,
It's
I
called
don't
a
mind.
gender.
Gender, thank
Gender,
you.
gender neutral.
Thank you.
Because some women are like, no, I'm an actor. I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I just don't want to offend anybody. That's why I'm asking the question.
No, I don't mind.
oh,
You call me she bitch. I'm happy with
Oh.
both.
they got aggressive real
I got
quick.
aggressive really quick. I'm asking about your career. But you've been in like commercials and stuff. not feature films.
You've been in commercials.
Yes.
Italian
What do you mean?
commercials, like pasta commercials.
Like which pasta
I
commercial?
was,
Pasta Italia.
I was in the Valley commercial. And there's a story to this.
Yeah, VALLI.
Valley Foods.
Yeah, but which commercial?
It was a commercial. It was on Telelatin.
We could show you it.
No, do you have it taped?
Yes, it's on the
Johnny
internet.
has it.
You have it?
It's our friend Anthony Sirocco that did it.
Anthony Sirocco.
There was supposed to be a...
He has the best arms on the planet.
Right? He's in Italy right now shooting a documentary.
Yeah.
2 docs in 5 days, and he has to come back.
2
Fucking
docs in
beast.
5 days.
Yeah.
He can't. Doesn't he have to quarantine when he gets there?
No, in Italy they lifted it. But when you come here...
No wonder it's a fucking mess over there.
But go back to Elena and her
Yeah.
career, somewhat. Valley Foods, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was supposed to do an entire campaign of like different segments. Like the first commercial I filmed was...
But you had lines.
I had lines. I had actual lines. I've been doing acting since I was, I think, 11.
I was on 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
I
you
did.
used to pull those fucking tantrums.
How have I not known this?
I stopped after I went to Dawson. I left the theater program because they scarred me for life.
There's a huge... Did you hear
I
about
was
that
one
whole
of the
thing?
girls.
What thing?
So Dawson theater program did this whole like Me Too thing, where like the head of the program was like not like I don't think he was physically abusing people,
No,
but mentally abusing
He was one of the reasons why I left the program.
his students, and he's not there anymore.
No, he's not. Thank God.
It's like a whiplash type situation.
No, to the female students, he would kind of gain their trust, but like verbally sexually harass them.
Yeah, the Gazette published some emails between him and like a female student, and he was like telling her like him to like he was telling her to like touch herself and stuff.
Well, he said some very inappropriate comments to me.
Oh, well, this is a whole different subject now.
I mean,
on this podcast.
I've said many inappropriate comments too, but what do you mean?
No, like abuse.
Yeah, like it was like you're an older man gesturing to my breasts. I don't think it's appropriate.
You have breasts?
Apparently.
What was he doing? He was like,
no,
I wasn't there. I don't know,
he
dude.
was like, I'm using you as my subject because I don't want PTSD to happen.
No, it's okay. No, it was.
I think we need here is a flashback.
Well, what he did to me.
We don't have to talk about it. I just
no, I don't mind.
link.
Listen, I don't mind talking about it if it helps.
Yeah, I guess may as well talk about it. This would be interesting.
It was like a one-on. Yeah, it was a one-on-one. We had a private meeting, and he was telling me how he views me as a sex object. He goes, "You're so beautiful." He goes, "I look at you and I think of sex. I think of Marilyn Monroe, your body." Oh, he goes, "You cover yourself up all the time with hoodies and sweaters." He goes, "It's show yourself, show your body." He goes, "Your breasts are so beautiful." And I'm sitting there. I'm 18 years old, like freaking out. And I already had issues in that program because they're very, very prejudiced and very abusive. So he was one of the only teachers that I kind of got along with, only because he clearly wanted to sleep with me. And I didn't realize this.
Well, you were like everyone else in the program.
Exactly. But
I feel like I would have used that to my advantage.
Oh, it was. I felt
You know
so
what I mean?
little.
I would have made like I would have like a sick dossier on this guy.
Oh,
Oh, in that sense.
Yeah.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
I would have been
that
like
was,
dates and times and hidden cameras and
Steve and I both
look,
looked at
he's
each other.
touching my vagine.
But I've never, in all my life, I always told myself I wouldn't be that person. Like I would finally say something. But I realized in that moment, I was so scared. I don't think I've ever felt what I felt in that moment. Like it was I think it had to be the worst couple of months in my life ever.
So what did you
And
do
that's
after
saying
that encounter? Like what happens?
Well, I didn't say anything because I was fighting the program for another reason, because they were trying to kick me out.
They were trying to kick you out.
What'd you do?
Because I didn't do anything.
She started talking before they said action.
No, because I have arthritis, and I told them like I can't be jumping around like an animal all the time. You know, like I have some limitations, and they were trying to kick me out of the program because they didn't want to change anything for me. And I wasn't asking for major changes. I was just asking, listen, I can't run around the school for 25 minutes. I can run for 15, but not 25. And they were just like, well, you're going to have to leave then, because we're not adopting anything for you. We're not adapting. So I was fighting that, and then...
And you were fighting arthritis.
I was fighting arthritis. And they wouldn't... I was in and out of the hospital. They wouldn't allow me to recoup anything. It was just... It's a total shit show. Total shit show.
I literally thought of, like, arthritis.
Chef Tom, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm a 9-year-old woman inside, but I really appreciate that.
No, it's okay. You can join the club. But I gained 7 years every time a year goes by.
But did you know in that moment? This is not what we were supposed to talk about at all. But I mean, hey,
sorry.
no, it's
We'll
fine.
get there. We'll get
it's
there.
fine. But I mean, did you know in that moment after that altercation, not altercation, but that incident, that there was other people?
No.
Okay.
I thought I was. I literally.
He made you feel like you're the only one.
He first of all, he made me feel very confident before this incident happened, and I never took, because he's an older man.
Yeah.
Like when I was there, he must have been at least in his 60s, early 60s.
No, he's definitely that now.
Whatever,
So,
but he was old.
yeah.
When I was there.
Late 50s.
Rest in
50s.
shit.
Yeah. So like he would put his hand on my shoulder or my arm or on my back, and maybe I'm naive. I never took it as something sexual because he was an older man, almost my dad's age. I took it as a fatherly thing. Mm-hmm. And then when he said those comments and he still continued to do those touching things, I realized I need to get the fuck out of this program because...
So is that why you left?
I left because of him and also because of the way they were treating me. Because it was very disrespectful.
I've heard nothing but bad things about that program.
Yeah, it's really sad.
I went to Dawson also.
Fuck Dawson.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I mean, I went to Dawson. I studied film at Dawson, and I mean, I only heard shit about the theater program.
Yeah, that's why I call myself a retired actress, because after that, like, I just...
So you didn't do anything like at the CLDV or whatever?
No, I say I gave up. It's just I was so hurt by the entire situation. I just had to take a step back. And it's now, finally, I'm 23 years old. I'm finally thinking of maybe going back and getting an agent and doing some stuff. But I'm hesitant because...
So, future star here on
Look
Snobs.
at this.
Because of that.
Look at this girl going and grab Asians. Oh, my God.
You said agents, right?
I did say agents.
Oh, agents.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You need more. Oh my God, this is gonna be great.
So what would you essentially like to do? Like theater or more?
I love theater.
Mm-hmm. Like Centaur theater shit.
Yeah, like I don't know if we've ever done theater, but it's...
I had a bad experience at the Centaur Theater. Somebody on the roof tried to throw bricks at us when we went there on a field trip. This girl dressed as like a pilgrim with a white powdered face. She was walking. We thought she was part of like whatever was going on in the Centaur Theater. She was walking around outside. She made her way to the roof and she starts launching cinder blocks off the roof. They call the cops and everything. It was crazy.
Knew this shit happens. What the fuck?
Yeah, we should do an episode that's just the shit that's happened to Tom.
Oh my God! When do you want me to start writing stuff down? Because it's literally on the daily.
Absolutely hysterical.
It's so funny.
But I'm sorry those things happened to you.
Yeah,
that's really shitty. And I mean, but now the dude is fired, and like
Yeah,
I mean,
but it took a long time.
Hopefully, somebody's playing hide the little Tweety bird with him in jail or something.
Well, he's not in jail. He's not arrested yet. He's just fired.
But I hope this goes to court because it's just gonna expose everything that program did. And I'm not the only one. When I started. Finally, I think last year or 2 years ago, another friend of mine who was in the program, I finally opened up to her about it, and she had a similar experience as well, except for she graduated, and she never was given a lead role because of him. And she's convinced it was because of him because she never gave in to his advances, exactly. Because he suggested to her, oh, maybe you should, sleep with someone so you can experience that and tell me about it so we can talk through it together.
Oh, that's one of the stories I read.
What the fuck?
But it wasn't one of the stories. It was someone else. It was another similar thing. And she's like, I was so turned off. And she goes, I just recoiled into myself. And she goes, they would never give me a lead role, even the other teachers, because she was a little defiant with them, and she was like, I'm not gonna be your cookie cutter little girl. Like, I can be my own person. And that's the issue I find with the program.
Steve looks so like disturbed.
I'm really disturbed, actually. It's fucking disgusting.
It's sad.
Well, it's beyond sad. It's fucking sickening.
Yeah, at that point, acting had been literally my life. I was planning on that being my career, and I had to just break down everything I knew about myself, and I had to restart and figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And I'm still figuring out what I want to do.
Well, lucky for you, the Snobs have a very long reach. So if any of our listeners are lawyers, hit us up at snobcastpod@gmail.com.
That's snobcastpod@gmail.com.
And we'll find you a lawyer. We'll find
you a lawyer, and then we'll find you an agent.
Yeah, we'll find you an agent. We'll find you a lawyer. You're halfway to Hollywood.
Yeah, it might take like a week. But
they say that Ellen DeGeneres is a bitch.
Oh!
Oh boy.
Did you add anything else on that soundboard?
Oh yeah.
It's been.
Shout out, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you, Steve?
It's been.
So great. It's been.
I can't wait to get the fist de pute.
Steve actually a bare naked lady liked one of your reviews.
Yeah, Kevin Hearn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was...
What? Kevin Hart?
No.
Kevin Hearn.
Yeah, Kevin Hart of the Bare Naked Ladies.
Kevin Hart of the Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah.
He's the newest member. You didn't know?
He's the guy in the background laughing like...
Yeah, Kevin Hearn liked my review for The Friends of Eddie Coyle.
Oh, shit.
That's pretty. And I remember texting Steve. I'm like, a bare naked lady just liked your review.
I freaked out.
He's like, ah.
Yeah, because it's the Bare Naked Ladies. We all grew up with that shit.
Well, actually, Kevin Hearn follows Snob Media.
Yes.
Because we reviewed one of his. He did a documentary once, and I reviewed it, and it was very good. And
it was very good.
Shout out to Kevin Hart.
Shout out.
But that's a cool addition to the soundboard.
Yeah, no problem.
There are no fakes, is what it was called, right?
That the documentary, correct? Yeah. Yes. I mean, this is a very interesting transition to what we just discussed, but
It goes.
As long as you're approving of it.
Yeah, because you were very excited about what we're gonna do.
I was.
So.
I made notes.
Okay.
Yeah, she made notes.
I actually several. I see them
Yeah,
right
you
here.
see? I'm prepped.
I'd like to bring up something that's been on my mind. And I know it's been on Tom's mind lately.
No, this isn't going to happen.
I just realized what we were talking about and what we're now talking about.
Yeah.
So sorry, everyone. If you're
Totally invalidates part one of the Snobcast episode this week.
if you were triggered by part one, please stop listening right now. Right now.
Ah, Jesus.
Please.
This was on the radar today, guys. It's not like we didn't do this on purpose. Elena came on and she started telling us her story, and we felt bad and we listened, so.
I'm so sorry for putting a damper on the mood. I apologize.
But something that Tom has been texting me about recently is like, hey, you remember the first time you watched a sex scene with your parents in a movie?
Oh my god.
And I'm like, yeah.
I have such a good story.
I'm like, yeah, I remember. But then I was like, you know what? This would be a great podcast topic just to hear Steve's.
Guys.
Oh, Steve. Bubba.
I do?
I have a cabin in the woods type story.
Oh, no.
Like, what do you mean? Like a chalet? Or
like when we were at...
Or like a murderer.
Yeah.
Just continue talking. I got to write this down so I don't forget the story.
No, but okay, so for me, the first time, I remember, for example, the first, I think, sex scene in a film was probably Titanic.
Yes.
So it was 97. I was 6 years
VHS.
old.
Yes.
Well, I watched it in the movie theater with my mom.
You watched it in
the
my mom took me.
Me too. That's the first time I legit saw boobs on a screen in front of my parents at the theater. Yeah.
And at that time, my mom did nothing. And which I guess in her brain, which I'm assuming, I never asked her because you don't bring this up again.
No.
You're like, oh, maybe she was just like, well, this will happen one day, so I just don't bring it up ever. But then it never really came up any other time. Even with my dad, my parents are divorced. With my dad, it was more awkward with my dad and it was okay with my mom. Like I wasn't okay with it, but like if it would happen, I'd be like, okay, well, this is happening. She would never cover my eyes or be like, the devil, you know, like that would never happen.
So like the whole sex thing was like addressed, and
it was never addressed.
Like no, not
glazed
what I mean.
Over.
Oh
That's a good word.
no, sorry, yeah, not addressed, but like it wasn't like that they were like, oh no, oh you can't watch this because it's not PG-13.
You do this when you're married, mama.
Yeah.
No, there was never an issue of them explaining to me why I couldn't do that I shouldn't be watching. For me, it was like my parents made me watch movies that were a bit more like adult for me at my age.
Yeah.
And I guess because they saw that I was enjoying movies as a kid or something, so I never really was.
Maybe you just had a fetish that you like slapping women, so they kept showing you movies from the 50s.
Oh, you like the movies? Oh, how about Saving Private Ryan? It's really good.
There was one movie.
It sounds like my Jewish neighbor told me about it.
There was one movie that my dad told my mom not to take me to go see.
And she took you.
No, she didn't. It was Gladiator.
Oh.
And imagine, that was just violence.
Oh, no.
Why Gladiator of all movies?
Absolutely precious, though.
Of all movies.
Like, I remember
So
my mom
precious.
telling my dad, oh, we're going to... Gladiator just came
You
out.
watch like fucking American Beauty. Jesus Christ.
I
Clockwork
did.
Orange.
Yeah, that's
No,
a
I
bit,
watched that later.
a bit rough.
But yeah, so for example, I watched like American Beauty, and then like Gladiator comes out. My dad tells my mom tells my dad, oh,
What's
we're
so bad
gonna
about
go see-
American Beauty?
we're going to go see
I've
Gladiator.
never watched it.
Okay, I'll give it that in a second.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to watch Gladiator. He'd be like, don't go see it. It's too violent. I remember him saying that on the phone. And then, because he had seen it. But, so that was Gladiator. And then going back to American Beauty, it's just a movie about like a man in a midlife crisis who like has sex with a 16-year-old.
But they don't actually have sex.
No, they
It's in
don't,
his
but he
head.
fantasizes about it all the
Yeah.
time, you know? But, I mean, one of my
I'm
favorites.
sure that's
movies.
like 50% of American men.
1,000%.
It's also a great movie and one of my
And
favorites.
Canadian men, apparently.
No.
Mm.
Why
Wow.
Canadian men?
They do that too.
Why are you looking at me for?
We go check out stepsister porn. It's different.
That's kind of the
What?
best porn
I'm
out there.
adopted.
I'm not gonna comment.
So for me, I don't really have a scarring issue with sex
No.
in film.
No.
But you want your cabin in the woods.
Yeah, what's your cabin in the woods there?
Okay. So you guys remember when that Britney Spears movie Crossroad came out?
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
I love
Remember
that.
Britney Spears had a movie.
Yeah.
What? 2005.
Crossroads.
What?
Jesus. What did you have to do when you were 15?
Steve never watched like A Bug's Life or something, so
Oh.
you know
Never
what?
watched a
No,
Bug's Life?
I saw it like later on, like maybe on TV or something.
It wasn't as good as you thought, huh?
He's also never saw
Well-
Monsters, Inc.
I don't want to
Steve?
see monsters.
No,
What's wrong
that's
with
probably the Pixar movie you have to watch.
I'm okay with Pixar.
Why?
Like, don't get me wrong, the Toy Story, like 1 and 2.
Monsters Inc.
Monsters,
is a
Inc.
very good movie.
I'll
Speaking to
pass.
the mic.
Sorry.
there you
Monsters
go.
Inc. You cry.
I'll
I cry.
pass though.
Anyways.
Tilt your mic more so this you can. Tilt.
Like
Tilt.
that?
No, the other way.
Anyways.
There you go.
No, not tilt. Like don't.
God damn
don't
it.
wrist it. Don't wrist it. Tilt front. There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
It's all in the wrist.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, go back, Steve. Sorry, hype.
What Pixar?
What were you saying before that?
Monsters Inc. I don't want to see it.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway.
So
Oh yeah, Britney Spears had a movie.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Crossroads.
2005. Yeah.
yeah.
What the fuck was it
It
about?
was horror. What's about? What do you think it was about?
Well,
It's
she
like-
gets
Is,
caught.
is she herself?
No.
Yeah, no, she's...
No, someone like her.
Who's the hot guy in the movie?
I don't know
Kevin
his name.
Federline.
But he wasn't that hot.
No, there was like a guy.
But
yes, the guy that she,
That she-
with.
The what?
That she
That shit does our work.
That she fucks with.
she
in the
did
movie.
dirters with.
She
But it's
did
PG-13,
dirters.
so you don't see
She
it.
did dirters.
Dirters.
The dirters.
You know, if she would have known what was coming in 2007, I bet she wouldn't have done that movie.
Exactly.
She was
But-
saying, 2 years, I'm going to shave my head and go nuts. Anyway.
But also, Dan Aykroyd played her dad.
Oh, Dan
Yeah,
Aykroyd.
which
So-
was absolutely... It's just
So
weird.
he needed the money, or
I guess
So, the day that it was such a vivid day.
you did not go on the day it came out.
No.
Oh.
The day that this happened, that I saw that movie when I was up north at our chalet.
Oh, but you would have only been like 15. You would have only been like 15 at this time.
Yeah, it's 2005. Yeah.
Okay,
That's how
that's
old-
kind of
that's how old I
late
was.
in the game. Okay.
I was 7.
But no.
Let me make sure about the date, but keep talking.
No,
Yeah.
it was... I'm pretty sure it was 2005.
It was around there.
Okay, go ahead.
I was old enough to masturbate, so.
2002.
Okay, that's perfect.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Masturbate and it was worth it.
Yes.
You mean?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I'm at the cabin in the chalet with my parents, and that day I remember it was back in the day of satellite TV. Remember,
God,
they had to come and install a dish at your house. So we brought a dish up there, but we didn't call for installation.
Oh no, you did it yourself.
We were pointing it in the sky and trying to find a satellite.
Yeah.
So you could imagine how long that took.
My dad did that last week at our chalet. Don't worry, we haven't upgraded that much.
So we finally get it. Took like 2.5 hours.
I would have fucking snapped. Are you kidding me?
We're happy we got it going. We have supper. Everybody's dead from having done fucking that. Me and my dad are dead from having done that. We're watching TV. It's late at night. We're everybody, like, I can see my parents are falling asleep, but I'm a kid, so I'm like wide awake. And my dad was like going through the channels.
Oh no.
The movie network. Remember you had the 5 movie network channels on Bell. No. But he goes through and there's Crossroads playing. It was about to start in I don't know, like 15, 20 minutes. So he puts it on and there was like an end of another movie happening and he falls asleep.
Oh no.
And my mom falls asleep and it's just me. And I'm just there and I'm watching the movie and it's not Crossroads that comes on. It was literally like he switched channels because he was asleep. So he sleeps with the remote in his hand. So he switched channels and then he happened to switch back, But I didn't want to wake anybody up. So I was just waiting. When it switched back, it was hardcore porn. It was not Crossroads. And the best part was he had pressed info on it and it said Britney Spears. And no Britney.
Oh, no.
Cock, just penetration. I remember it vividly. And I didn't, and they're asleep, and I'm in front of it, and I'm like, like, I want to watch because I'm 12, but, like, what do I do? Do I wake them up? So I'm like, and they're going to be like, this has been on for, like, an hour, you haven't sent me, like, I don't know what.
You can't do that.
How do you wake up in the middle of porn, you don't know how long it's been on.
Exactly.
There's Kleenex everywhere.
Yeah. You don't know. No, it was shag carpet. So you don't know what's happening. So, like, if at some point, like, I guess he must have, like, moved his hand and the volume went up and and it woke him up. He wakes up, he's like, what the fuck? And he changes channel and my mom's like, what was that? And he's like, what the fuck were you watching? I go, no, you put it there. I didn't fucking put it there. Don't fucking try and blame this on me. So I end up getting sent to my, like, room because he's like, get the fuck out. You're watching porn. I'm like, you had the remote.
You were happy, though. They sent you to
your
your room.
I have a feeling that somebody finished watching it, though,
1,000%.
But that was, like, the first, like, real encounter other than the time that I spoke about on the podcast when I got caught masturbating on my knees in my bedroom.
To Britney Spears.
Britney Spears. It always has to do with Britney Spears.
Full
I must have a thing
circle,
with blondes.
She was your sexual awakening.
She was. Ooh, baby, like,
hit me, baby,
one more time, or whatever the fuck that shit was.
You know the fucking lyrics. Get out of here.
You know them. Stop
we all remember the outfit. Anyway.
It's killing me.
Sorry. So sorry.
So that was that.
Oh, that worked.
Wow, that's insane. So you're 12.
Hardcore porn.
Hardcore porn, and then what's happening in the sense of your body? Like, did you like were you
massive erection? What do you think is happening? 12 years old, tits on screen.
So wait, you go back to your room, you just like jerk it?
I go back to my room. I gotta make sure that I walk straight. I don't hit it and bump into anything. It was fucking. What a fucking.
She was banging, Joe Rogan. She was banging.
Oh my god! I still can't believe that it happened.
Oh my god.
That's fucked up, man.
All these things happen to Tom.
That's apart from all the other times. That's apart from all the other times that I've gone to my cousin's house and, like, as a joke, he's like, watch, and he puts porn super loud in his basement.
Jeez.
I feel like there was always. I didn't grow up with. I have an older cousin, but she's a girl. So like, but I feel like male cousins, a lot of things like are just disasters.
My cousins. Every time I went over.
But your cousins are also menaces, even now.
Yeah. There was just porn everywhere.
Menaces to society.
It was just porn all the time. It was so crazy. So I've seen a lot of my share of pornography on the screen.
Yeah. Elena, what is any? Because we need a female perspective on this.
Of porn or of?
No. This is not that podcast.
Not that one. Okay.
Like, was there a situation for you that, like, you first time you witnessed, sex?
A sex scene?
And a film with your parents.
My eyes were covered until the age of 22. So
that was last year.
Yeah, they would cover my eye. I don't think they would constantly cover my eyes. Like, I was 17, we were watching a movie, and I think they just started kissing, and my dad's hand swung in front of my face, and it's like.
Like, pa, have a vagine. I know what's going on.
Is there so your parents are weird with that shit?
A little bit, but
can you drink at home?
I could drink. See, that's the odd thing. I can drink. I can do everything else. Go clubbing, but when it comes to like sex and my boyfriend, it's very, very strange.
So it has to happen when there's nobody home.
Oh.
Or when there's people home and you just shut the fuck up. Don't make any fucking noise. Don't make any fucking noise. Shut the fuck up.
That's exactly how it happens.
You're moving the bed too much.
What bed? I don't think I think he saw my bedroom maybe last week.
Oh, because they won't let him in your room.
He's not allowed in my room.
Do you have like an upstairs or?
No, it's like those St. Leonard bungalows. Like he's not allowed. Like the bathroom, there's my bathroom, and then my bedroom is right next to the bathroom. He's not allowed past.
And you never thought of making a glory hole?
No.
Bah, I don't know. I feel like opportune location.
Like I think the first time my parents like acknowledged.
It's all about the glory hole. It's all about location. You know what I mean?
Logo said it. Don't
walk around with a plexiglass glory hole. You can put it on top so this you don't get any gouttelettes on it.
But at least you're not touching. That's all that matters.
That's so weird. So your parents are the same way with your sister? Is she older or younger?
They're the same way with her.
She's older?
She's older. They're a little bit more lenient, I think, with
older.
her. Only because she's older and her boyfriend's a little bit older. He's
You have
your
a
age.
sister?
Yeah, Steve.
Oh.
She never talks about her because she fucking hates her.
No, I love her. We finally... Stop. It's a very strange relationship.
She's single?
No.
She just said she has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about yourself.
Are you single?
No, I'm
okay.
asking for a friend.
No, she's in a very committed relationship. No.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you. Stop. Sister relationships are very complicated because because for the first 20 years of your life, you're constantly fighting for your parents' approval of which one is better. And then it's only in your 20s that you finally realize that your parents are fucked up and you're the only two people that could take care of each other. It's literally
I guess that makes sense. I wouldn't know. My sister's like much older than I am. And
I'm an only child. I don't know.
Tom's an only child. And Steve is not an only child because he's a brother.
I am not an only
His
child.
brother's in a psychedelic progressive rock band. So he doesn't know what like none of us can
There's no
comprehend.
Can comprehend what's going on.
But sisters are a funny relationship because you literally hate each other.
Yeah.
But then you low key love each other.
Was there a situation where you and your sister were in the living room watching a sex scene in a movie and like your parents were there as well?
Well,
so who does what? How do they get the hands on the? Yeah.
There's a whole. They rent a play.
Yeah.
Would you be insulted if you just covered your eyes and not your sister's?
I would be. No.
So they did it to her too.
They did it to her too. But the only story I could think of where my parents realized, oh shit, like maybe they're not babies anymore, is I think I was in grade 5 or 6. And The Hangover had came out. I'm young. I'm sorry.
That's when they realized.
Oh my god!
Wait, hold on.
In grade school when The Hangover.
I'm sorry.
Came out?
Wait, when she was in grade 5 or 6, her parents realized, oh, you're not a baby anymore.
No, but not a baby, but that maybe we should start screening what they watch.
Oh, okay, in that sense.
In that sense, because
not because hey, she's 12 now. It's okay.
No, but
did they know how to work parental controls?
But here's the thing: my dad took us to to Videotron to go rent a movie, and I picked The Hangover because everyone was talking about it at school, and I wanted to watch it. And my sister, she was in Sec 1 or 2, and she's like, "Oh yeah, rent that." So we rented it.
The older sister tells her to rent that. She's just at home waiting with her popcorn. Rent that fucking movie or I'll break your face.
That's exactly what she said.
And get some Maynard wine gums.
Yeah, exactly.
We could get crunk.
And it was it was one of the first times my parents were leaving us home alone. They went out. So me and my sister watched the movie. We obviously loved it. It was fucking hysterical. Then my parents the next morning wake up and decide to watch it. And they say this story all the time because they're like, we were dying of laughter. And then at one point they looked at each other and they're like, holy fuck. Like we let our children watch this movie.
But what's the big deal?
She was in grade 5.
I was in grade 5 and I rented The Hangover.
How old are you in grade 5?
12, like 11, 12?
I was 11 or 11, 10, yeah.
And when I was 12, I watched Crossroads. In quotations.
Listen, I didn't know what porn was until I was like 15, okay? It was a
So
long
3 years
haul.
down the line.
You missed out.
It was a long haul for me.
It's gotten better.
For my whole...
It's gotten better.
Listen,
it was pretty bad back
my
then.
whole adult life, I thought like it was a sin to like do anything sexual. I literally equated to doing sexual acts to getting into arguments with my parents.
But you know what?
Wait, what? Sorry.
Yeah, wait.
What?
What?
Like, when I would do things with my boyfriend in the beginning of our relationship, the next day or even 2 days later, I would get into an argument with my mother. And I equated it to...
About what?
About anything.
Oh, okay. Not about
And
him.
I'm like, oh my God, like, because I sinned, I'm getting into arguments.
Okay.
God is punishing me.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of
yeah.
like using Casa. You used to download a song and you used to get... And because of that, 2 days later, nothing would work on your computer.
Exactly. It's exactly it.
So
and the file that said Britney Spears sex video was not that.
it wasn't there. It was always a guy in Russian speaking, saying something,
Exactly.
and then it was like 2 minutes of talking just to promote like an old song from last year that was like recorded on the radio.
And it was Dragos Tadinte.
Yeah.
Just like if I would keep one leg in my tights, I would be okay. Like I had to
She was doing
find
stuff.
I had to find coping measures for
Okay.
my like old school Italian brain to let myself be okay with what I was doing.
But you have a fucked up story about your grandfather.
Oh my God.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's
Oh,
only
yeah.
because it's wine. Okay, it's wine season, right?
Okay.
Right now, it's wine season. That's what she's saying.
It's wine
So
season.
it's pumpkin spice season too.
Exactly.
Okay.
And my father decided to do wine up north this year.
Okay.
So I was not allowed to go
The year of the story or now?
this week.
Okay.
So I'm not allowed to go and do wine because apparently I'm going to spoil the wine.
Yes, because you have your period.
I was going to say
Well,
Shark
you know
Week,
about
but
this?
thank you.
You know about this?
That's she wouldn't be able to make sopressate either.
Exactly. I'm not allowed to go into the cantina.
Yeah.
I just want to...
It throws off. It bothers the dead pig.
Exactly. Like,
Are you
to
actually
wash, Donna.
So are you fucking serious?
Apparently.
Steve and I are both like...
I never heard of any of that shit
Listen,
before.
it's written in the Bible.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
No, it's not. But it's written in the Italian Bible.
You could have said it. None of our
I know.
listeners would have given a shit.
Pretty sure it's well, my nana says it's written in the Italian Bible that you can't go in the cantina when they're making wine, sausage, or anything, or even when the prosciutto and the capicolo is curing because it'll wash that.
Sorry, I wanted to try and do a bottle flip.
Yeah. No, the story with my grandfather, it's hysterical. Like it's one of the most traumatizing stories ever, but it's so funny.
Mother Nature fucks your winemaking experience.
I was probably in Sec 1. And I always used to do the wine with my grandfather.
Okay.
So my job was to pick all the leaves out of the wine crates and hand him the wine crates so he can put it in the basin and crush them. So it was the same thing as usual. We did it together. And then my dad showed up and we're still doing the process. And my nonno stops everything that he's doing. Mm-hmm. And he just looks at me. And he's like, and it's as if like a light clicked in his head. And he looks at my dad and he's gesturing to me like up and down. And my dad just looks at me. And then he looks at my nonno and goes, no, she's okay. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, what does that mean? And I'm like, what is happening? And then my dad explained it to me after. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm absolutely traumatized. And that's the last time I ever did wine.
I'm traumatized.
Last time. It's the last time he allowed me to do wine, my grandfather.
Steve has been...
He was just scared.
Hype has been staring into the abyss for the past 20 minutes.
Steve can't believe the things that he's hearing, the culture.
He's like, is this coming through a headphone right now? Or am I in the Twilight Zone?
But it happens all the time, these awkward things. Like one of the first times I went to have supper at my boyfriend's grandparents' house, the Calabrese, he was so proud to show me all of his cured meats. And I'm like, oh my God.
You were allowed in the canteen.
No, I didn't go. So like,
scared.
Imagine you walk in. It was Shark Week. I couldn't go because like in the back of my head, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm gonna ruin this poor man's cured stuff, like the prosciutto, the capicolo. I can't go in there.
Because you went there during Shark Week.
Exactly.
It's her period.
Jesus Christ.
That's the name of the episode.
Shark Week.
I couldn't
Keep it
go.
Keep it in mind when I ask you what the name
I'll
of the episode
remember.
is.
I couldn't go in there. And like everybody at the table understood when I said, no, grazie, but no. Everybody understood except for my boyfriend and his brother, who were like dumbfounded. Like my boyfriend turns to me and literally says, but why didn't you go? My poor Nano, now he's going to be mad. You didn't go. And his dad's like, Giuliano, like, she can't go. She can't go.
Imagine you would have walked in there. And all of a sudden you look around. And all the soprasate, it's as if in the Mummy Returns.
Exactly.
When the army of Anubis gets annihilated and it just turns into dust and just...
But it's my... Stop. Listen. I don't want to be responsible for that.
Fly!
So...
Shout out to Brendan Fraser.
Italians are so fucked up.
But and my boyfriend's insisting. He's like, go. And his father had to literally almost yell, she has her period, leave her alone.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Absolutely mortified.
The most female episode we've ever had.
Nobody's ever had more of a female episode than this.
Not even a female podcast.
Yeah, not even a female podcast has had more of a female episode than this. Is the biggest female episode in the world.
Steve, has anything weird happened to you with that stuff? Not periods, but sex.
Steve fucked a shark once.
No, the only thing that would really happen if there was like a, like, because I don't know what the first sex scene that came on when, like, I don't know, I was watching a movie with my parents, but the result would always be the same. And my dad would find it hilarious because he'd know I'd feel like the shame of, oh my God, this is happening. And then he would laugh at me and be like, ooh, and I'm there and it's making it worse. I'm like, oh my God, please fucking kill me.
Your mom would be next to you like, and your mom would be like, don't look.
Oh yeah, she would say, don't look, but do nothing to stop
Don't look, Mama.
No, it'll just
And
be
your,
like,
and
oh
your
no,
brother
don't
there
look.
too?
Yeah, and then like my dad would have a fucking field day.
Guys.
I don't picture your dad doing that
Oh
at
my
all.
God, yeah.
Did you used to rent movies on VHS?
Obviously.
Okay.
But she was like the last generation.
You were like the
I'm
last
not
generation.
that
I don't know. I
old.
had to ask.
I'm not that young.
You
Sorry.
Never know. You never know. But I remember sometimes during the sex scenes when you used to watch.
You have to.
When my parents they would fast forward the sex scene,
Yeah.
so you just see really quick, like, and it's like done.
It makes it even worse when they try and like glaze
Just-
over it. Like,
just-
just let it happen. Like, it's
You know,
okay.
the
Dad,
way-
she's just jumping on him.
The way I see it is it's like it's the same way like when I don't know if you've ever been around a toddler when they fall
Yes.
and then everybody runs to goes oh no. If you don't do that to the kid doesn't cry.
I
Because the
know.
kid's gonna cry because everybody's crying around like, oh, something happened, I should cry to like everybody.
Yeah.
You know. But
It's
if you-
exactly.
So if you just let the movie play and you don't say anything, you don't do anything, it's normal.
I mean, your parents had a right to like yell at you when the Crossroads movie came on, but
Nobody-
I understand the concept.
No, I didn't get told off. I didn't get told off about it. It was just like you wake up from a nap and you're 12-year-olds watching like
Porn.
like fucking a guy machine gunning
But
a
was
fucking
it
vagina.
hardcore porn or was it like that late night Latino softcore porn?
No, it wasn't late night. Well, I mean,
No, it was movie network porn.
Yeah.
They used to have porn on after
Yeah,
hours.
they used to have after-hour
They
porn.
did.
It
No,
was
I
like-
know, but was it like that Latino one where it's those
No, it's white.
telenovelas? Because
It's white.
those
It was
ones
white.
are good.
No, it was
It's
white.
Okay.
It was white.
It was
But
like,
thank you for letting us know your preferences.
Is that what's on your list? then?
Softcore porn.
I'm a big fan of Dirty Masseur.
Bleu nuit.
Bleu
like
Nuit. The
Amateur
original.
at home. Thank you.
I thought it was amateur.
Amateur, if you want to be fancy.
Is that what's on your list? Why do you bring lists to the podcast?
Because I thought we were going to talk about like
Sausage party.
really good sex scenes.
Really
Well, I
good
mean,
sex
tell
scenes.
us the sex scenes you think that are great. Then maybe
Yes.
you'll indulge our listeners.
The greatest ones? Okay.
That's your list, right?
It's my list of like the ones that I
have some
think
like greatest and worst, and you're not allowed to look
You
at
wanna
them.
you wanna cue her in, Tom? It's a little bit of fun stuff.
Oh,
These are Elena's best sex scenes.
best and worst.
and worst sex scenes in
I have
film.
the perfect song for this actually.
Joe cracked the dawn,
Got it.
Hit it, Elena.
Okay, so my number one sex scene that every time...
Start from the bottom of the list.
From the worst?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it like a David Letterman's top 10.
All right, this is the top 10.
The worst one has to be, and I don't understand how everybody loves it, but the 365 one. Like the full 10 minutes of just softcore porn.
So just to explain what 365 is, it's
is that the thing you showed me?
It's the one I showed you.
It's a Netflix movie that came out during the first lockdown. It's an Italian film, I believe.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I just heard about it, and it has 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
No,
just so you know.
Yeah, like it's.
But
it
like
has,
it's actually like the guy's like raping the girl.
The Room got better reviews.
It's not. He's not raping her.
Well,
it's consensual, but it's just.
It's consensual for 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sex scenes, they need to be let up. Like, my whole thing is a sex scene, there needs to be a reason for the sex. Like, there needs to be a sexual tension that's happening before. There needs... in order for a sex scene to be successful, it has to have meaning. Successful. It has to give meaning to the movie. Like, it can't just be thrown in there.
Well, I mean, he was on a boat. What else is he going to do?
Listen.
In the middle of the ocean.
There's only two things you can do, and if Double Jeopardy has taught me anything, one of them is murder yourself and frame your wife.
That's right, Alex.
That too. That's right.
So 365. All right. No one watched that movie.
No,
just
I've never
not.
seen it.
No, it's okay. You don't need to
So
watch.
why was it on the worst?
Because it just like
It's just the fuck.
it did nothing for me.
It
Yeah,
was, like,
it's just
pointless.
fucking.
It's
Like
just
it's like
sex to sex. Like
Exactly.
just watch porn at this point.
it's just porn. Like
Softcore
it has
porn.
nothing like that entices me. That makes me like you know. Thank you. Okay, so that's my worst one. So now I have a few favorite ones.
Go for it.
Okay, so Rocket Man.
The Elton John movie.
Yes, but the sex scene between Richard Madden and Taron Egerton, like I get it now, guys. I get why you like lesbian porn. I understand.
Do you?
I do. I fully understand.
Because I feel like lesbian porn and gay porn isn't the same kind of porn.
Listen,
It is gay porn.
It's gay porn.
Maybe not full on gay porn. Maybe I'm not ready for that, but this scene, it was just like it was
because it's not
beautiful.
gay porn. Because if you want to watch gay porn,
no, but it's like it was like
softcore,
very sensual. Like I loved it.
Literally 25 seconds.
Yeah,
but it was just like it had a like it just like they're so pretty, and like them pretty together. Like it just made it like. I know all the ladies listening. You know what I mean. Thank you. End of story.
If you know what you mean, send it to snobcastpod@gmail.com.
That's snobcastpod@gmail.com.
maybe we get lucky and that listener's also a lawyer.
Okay, go on.
And my number one, only because my boyfriend knows that if ever this man asks me to be his, like it's done. Like I'm running away with him.
I thought it was Steve.
No.
Oh.
No, it's just work.
Yeah. We have an agreement, Steve and I. It's okay. It's Tom Hiddleston in Crimson Peak. And I know it doesn't sound...
Is that the Guillermo del Toro movie?
Exactly.
Wait, who's Tom?
And it's not even like a...
Loki.
The guy that plays Loki in Thor.
No, stop it. It's enough.
Really?
No, it's enough. It's enough. And it's not even like an over-sexualized sex scene. It's just
You would
like...
have told me Josh Brolin.
No. It's just so...
Wait, who does he have sex with? Is it Jessica Chastain or Mia Wasikowska?
Mia Wasikowska.
Oh.
It's just so very Victorian, very gothic.
This is a bit late, but you got the name right, so.
Thank you. It's just a very like passionate scene where you see these two characters that they had this sexual tension and they finally come together. And you see his ass and it's just so perfect and perky. Stop. He's just the best person.
Tom, how about your list right now? Because I'm very uncomfortable.
Okay, well look. I picked like bigger Hollywood blockbusters.
Okay.
Yeah. I find that
Well, why are you embarrassed? Don't be embarrassed.
No, wait, I'm laughing because of one of them that I just saw. It's fucked up. I picked a fucked up one like that. I watched it and I was like, wow, this is fucked up.
I can't wait.
But for the worst, I don't know if any of you have watched the sex scene in The Room.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
When he's having sex with her belly button.
It's just like on loop though. Like,
and Tommy Wiseau was quoted saying, "Oh, the movie's not gonna do well if I don't show my ass."
Yeah, that's true.
That's not an ass.
That was the worst. There's some interesting ones. I don't know if you guys saw the way that they depicted sex in Avatar. The tail fucking.
I don't remember.
Their tails like touched together.
I think they actually had sex though, like penetration.
No, they like rubbed.
Was it that?
Their tails touched, and it's like their tail pubes got glowed together, and then they were like.
James Cameron needs to explain that, because how are they reproducing people? Like,
so
how are they making?
It just feels good.
I know, but how are they making more Avatar babies?
From the eggs from the tree.
I don't know.
Is that what it is, Steve?
No.
James Cameron, if you're listening, send an email to snobcastpod@gmail.com.
That's snobcastpod.
Please.
I found there's also.
I need clarification.
We also have everybody's favorite sex scene from Unfaithful.
The Richard Gere one? Olivier Martinez, you mean?
Oh my god, I forgot that one, but that was a good one.
That was a sex scene and a half.
I think I watched that with my mom asleep on the couch.
Who was the actress? It was
Diane Lane.
Diane Lane.
Yes. And what was his name?
So, Steve, there's a movie called Unfaithful. All right?
That sounds familiar.
It's Richard Gere, Olivier Martinez from SWAT, and Diane Lane.
Yes.
And
I will pay $100 million to anybody who can get me out of here.
Diane Lane and Olivier Martinez have an affair. So, in turn, makes her unfaithful to Richard Gere.
Richard, I bet he was very upset.
Yeah, he kills the dude.
But see, that's a sex scene that had meaning. Like, there was a lead up to it. Yes. Like, the sexual tension. You need that to make a good scene.
And he killed the dude with a snow globe.
Here's another sex scene with meaning. The sex scene in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh my god, I have that on my list.
What, with the door? The wall?
Oh my god, man. It's the best sex ever.
I have it on my list.
It was a good one.
I love that.
Off to find the mythical clitoris.
Yes. That movie had a lot of good sexual references. Jesus should be present in the room during sex. There was Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That was like a hot, like they had sex.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a visual representation.
PG-13 sex.
But they were like, you could have seen where it went afterwards. And for the fucked up one, I don't know if you guys ever watched American Psycho.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
When Christian Bale is fucking the hookers and he's listening to Sussudio.
And he's watching himself.
Yeah.
Like that's a bit.
I did not like American Psycho.
Really?
Yeah.
It was such a fucked up great movie.
It was fucking pointless. It made no fucking sense, and I didn't think it was good.
I get that opinion. I think it was unsettling as a movie.
Dude, the movie is groundbreaking because it's directed by a female.
Yeah, but it wasn't good.
No, he was excellent in that movie.
And Bret Easton Ellis, who wrote the screenplay in the book, he's fucked up.
Yeah, no.
When they were discussing the business cards, and he got like jealous because one guy had better stock than he had.
Yeah, with Jared Leto.
Yeah, that was Jared Leto.
Yeah,
he killed him.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler.
It's the first time we give spoilers.
I really prefer if Phil Collins is in the air tonight. When he's fucking.
Yeah, he's absolutely unsettling.
Did I go through my whole list?
Maybe I'd watch it again though, because I don't see how. Like, I know it's very.
And then go home and watch Crimson Peak and see my husband's bum.
Did I get everything? Avatar, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Crossroads, Hardcore Porn, Mistake with Mom and Dad. Yeah, we're good.
Wow, I don't have a list.
You went through your list.
I got everything.
I just whenever I think of sex on film, I always think of Titanic. And
that's one of the best ones, though.
And for a PG-13, the hand on the window.
I always tried. It never worked.
Because you haven't been in a steamy car from the 30s.
The hand on the window.
The hand on the window. What you have to do is you have to make sure that you do a lot of panting in the car. You have to do a lot of panting. It has to be cold outside.
Yeah. Hence, they're in the Atlantic.
Yeah, it has to be cold.
Yeah.
You can't do it in the summer.
I'm done with car stuff. Like, I'm done with it.
For real?
Oh, yeah, I'm done with it.
In a car, you guys try it in a truck. You got more room.
We don't have a truck. We have a little car.
It's called discount rent-a-car.
Yeah. Let me go rent a car. Mom and Dad, can I?
It's
I'm
like
gonna rent a
a
car.
mobile motel.
thanks. Maybe go to a motel.
Ew.
Yeah, but you can't drive your motel around.
Why would I drive my motel around?
So you can do it in different locations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve, do you have
Let's hope no one finds my location.
Do you have a sex scene that's always like stood out for you?
The Pizza Hut on Jean Talon was great.
I'm glad you asked me that question, Johnny. Desperado.
Oh,
Antonio
yeah.
Banderas fuck Salma Hayek. Fuck
The problem with that scene is it's too short.
It's way too short.
And it's too
Salma
fast.
Hayek.
It's brief as fuck, but
Attention, snobbers. That's literally all Steven has been talking about all week to me.
well, because it's like my number one choice for this.
It's a very good
one.
scene.
Yeah. Also, I guess I'll do some special mentions. But these ones are more technical because
Okay, go.
so you have you don't actually see them having sex. So in Training Day, Ethan Hawke busts through Denzel Washington's door, and he was like just fucking Eva Mendes.
Yes.
But, like she's all like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
someone's breaking
He was
in."
just fucking
Just.
But you know, it's
Like they had just finished.
it's like
Yeah.
naked Eva Mendes, so that's pretty great.
Mm.
And another technical mention is what was the name of the movie? Eddie Murphy, the new one.
Bowfinger.
Dolomite.
Dolomite, the whole like recreating the sex scene for the
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. That's very technical.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very technical.
My answer sucks. Titanic.
Titanic.
Yeah,
I would
It's
always
classic,
fucking
though.
poser.
But I always go with also Philip Seymour Hoffman having
Oh, yes. The Marissa Tomei one.
having sex with Marissa Tomei in Before the Devil Knows Your Name.
Oh, how didn't that come up?
I don't know, but
I
it's
don't think I've never
it's
seen
a great
that.
movie, but a very disturbing. He's making a noise of what it sounds like
Oh,
in
yeah.
the movie.
I think that's what's most disturbing when they have those sound effects in the movie.
And then you hear the...
Yeah, it's just like there needs to be that music in the background just to make it a little bit more comfortable to watch.
Could they stop
Unless it's
fucking with all their
Trump
clothes on in movies?
Imagine you take your clothes off to start fucking, all of a sudden you just hear...
It's been
Oh my god.
Speaking about music,
I have no comment.
Speaking about music.
Oh no, is it already that time?
I feel like it is.
Oh my God, Steve, are you ready?
Oh no, what time is it?
It's the time.
Oh,
It's the
Steve.
time.
The Hype Man's Ethnic Song of the Week.
Guys, for this one, okay, we got to go, back-to-back Spanish on this one.
Oh, Dios mío.
So is it keeping with the theme or?
It's keeping with our theme,
Oh.
very aggressively so even. So if anyone's a fan of reggaeton, you're going to love this one. All right?
Daddy Yankee?
Alexis Yifido from the great Puerto Rico. The song is called El Nalgazo.
Ella le gusta que le den nalgazo, así que dale, dale, dale un nalgazo. Ella le gusta que le den cantazo, así que dale, dale, dale un cantazo. Ella le gusta que le den bien duro, así que dale, dale, dale un nalgazo. Ella le gusta que le den cantazo, así que dale, dale, dale un cantazo.
Yeah, everybody liked how I imitated my girlfriend on that.
That was great. Oh, so you sure that's not Daddy Yankee?
I'm
Maybe
I'm
next
pretty
week.
sure. Maybe next
So
week.
is
Yeah.
this song like a prelude to fucking or during?
Well, okay, so
What are they talking about, Steve?
so Nalgazo is like a smack on the ass.
Nalgazo.
So basically, the whole song is like, oh yeah, fucking slap her. Oh yeah, fucking give it to her. She fucking loves it. Keep like, do it. And
I
then
love
it's like,
how you can say the most explicit things in Spanish and it sounds so beautiful.
You know what it is?
my favorite part
Say
is
it
where
in
he
English.
says he's like,
It's the way he's loosely translating it to like, oh yeah, fucking do it, slap her on the ass.
when he's
Yes,
like,
yes,
oh,
swamp puss.
I'm a cannibal. I'm gonna
Steve,
like
use that as
suck
your
you to
pickup
the
lines.
bone.
Slap you in the ass.
I'm a cannibal. I'm gonna suck you to the bone.
Yeah.
Wow, is that
Yeah.
really what it says?
Yeah,
Steve?
so I'll say
or is that
what
the
he actually
loose
says.
translation?
If she knew
It's-
anything, she'd know there was no bone.
Well-
You're gonna go straight to the pelvis.
Y como un caníbal te voy a chupar hasta el hueso.
She wants to chupate you
No, he.
or whatever.
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
chupate her.
He's gonna
Gonna
chupate her.
Chupa.
What does chupa mean?
You chupa.
Suck.
Yeah, like
Oh, that's what it means in when Chima funk song when they go chupa 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 chupa.
Mm.
They mean suck 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 suck.
no, chupame.
Chupa me.
Suck my fucking cat.
So again, So once again, the artist and title of the song.
It's Alexis y Fido El Nalgazo.
Yeah. Elena, it's been fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It's been fun. Did you have a good time?
It started off very emotional.
It was very
Yeah,
dark.
I'm so sorry for that.
But the sun came through.
I didn't mean for that. It
No,
just came
but
out.
look, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
The sun came through.
Yeah. Because,
And then, like, I have so many
Wait, what?
so many odd sexual stories that it just
We'll leave that for another
counteracts
episode. How
everything
about that?
Yeah.
I say.
I feel like our sponsors are going to be like, there's a lot of sex happening on this episode, just like Alejandro Battaglia.
great guy, Alejandro Battaglia. Actually, I spoke to him the other day. He's doing all right.
Was he still talking about emotional cream pies?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, naturally. I mean, this is Alejandro we're talking about.
Yeah.
But, he had this great idea. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. Elena, do you have any closing remarks for our listeners?
It gets better. No.
Until it doesn't work anymore.
Exactly. No, just be you. Be unapologetically you.
Beautiful.
Well, thanks for the fucking motivation.
Shut up, Steve.
Hype?
I think I'll leave us off with reggaeton's always fun.
Chef Tom.
We miss the hardcore sex movies on the movie network. Bring those back.
I miss those.
Yep.
Yep.
Family Business with Seymour Butts.
See more puns.
And our host, Jenny. Do you have any parting words for us?
It's a very interesting episode, but I think we came through. The sun did shine in the end, Stephen.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I thought you were going to call him our host with the toast.
Did you like the reggaeton?
I love the reggaeton. It really, it's...
No, I just asked if you liked it.
It's shocking to me how it all sounds the same.
We should add that to the Monday playlist.
I just noticed I had a fucking thing for you over here on the soundboard. Whenever you were talking about the whole religious thing and all that.
I'm ready for it.
The devil is not welcome here.
I'm ready.
That was it. The devil is not welcome here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Don't be apologetic. Don't be apologetic. You just said.
You're right.
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Do it again.
I am not sorry.
There you go.
Tell the listeners to be unapologetic.
Be unapologetically you.
That's enough.
Okay.
Now, I'm good. I mean, it's nice seeing you guys. I hope you, have a great day.
Yes. I hope this weekend or whenever this is going to come out on Tuesday. Tomorrow's going to be hump day.
No, tomorrow's Tuesday.
Yeah, tomorrow.
No.
Stephen, tomorrow is Saturday.
We always pretend.
I'm sorry.
We for some reason always pretend like this podcast is recorded
like right
at
before
5 a.m. on Tuesday.
It is.
Sorry.
It is.
Which
not.
it is.
So
Which
it's today, 5 a.m.
Guys,
Tuesday.
Guys, it's 5 a.m.
It's
been. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Snobcast. We will see you all next week. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.